So today is December 30th, so it's almost New Year's Eve. It's the time of year you're supposed to look back and reflect on everything that happened throughout the year. And luckily, I can actually do that. I can go back and actually watch everything we did this year. So what I ended up doing is I made a highlight video for 2024. It's all of the projects, the accomplishments, some of the mistakes. And as I was putting this together, I definitely feel a lot better here at the end of the year. I feel like I did accomplish a lot. There was a lot that I had forgot that we even did this year. So I'm sure there's a lot that you guys have forgot about as well. So I hope you guys enjoy this little video. So today we're back out here working on the Corral project, and we're trying to put up a 4-board fence on this side. It's going to have 4 2x8s. We're really trying to get it to the point where we can actually bring the animals over here and keep them over here because we got a mud problem. Shouldn't be any hot coals in here. This is from a day or so ago. So Sunday night, I accidentally caught the compost pile on fire. Now we have security camera footage from it, and you can see Rebecca running back to the house. And she ran back to tell me that the compost bin was on fire, and we threw our bibs on real quick and our boots, and we ran out here as soon as we could. But you can see from the security camera footage, we actually had a really good fire going when we came out here. So our main focus lately has been to work on the new corral area and get it secure so that we can start keeping livestock in that location. So I installed this propane tank about 2-3 months ago and got it installed, got it filled up, and that's as far as it got. It's been sitting here shut off ever since, and yesterday I started finally running gas lines inside of the pole barn. Boom, she lit. Oh yeah. Definitely making some heat there. Last time I painted this, I did get a little bit of overspray on the floor in here, so I ended up buying an inflatable paint booth. That sounds really weird, but it's this paint booth that you can set up in a matter of minutes, and you have an enclosed area to be able to spray paint your parts. I really think, it sounds weird, but I think it's gonna work out really well. And walk inside of here, you definitely have plenty of space to be able to paint. This fence row that you see along our driveway, I need to completely clean that out. There's still old fence posts, there's old woven wire fence in here, and of course it's just overgrown with brush and vines and small trees. I started trying to pull out this old fence and there's a whole spool of wire that's still attached. Look at that. Nice roll of field fence right here. That's crazy. So today we're going to continue to clean out old fence rows. We're going to be pulling fence posts with a tree puller on the 2515. You got her. So today, I'm gonna start cutting down some trees out of this old fence row here. We're gonna cut out the ones that we don't wanna keep. Keep going. So this is the brush pile I burnt yesterday, but all of this is just woven wire fence. We're gonna try to get it picked up, put on the trailer, and we're just gonna start loading it up full of scrap metal, and this is just gonna be the first thing. I was afraid if I used the grapple that all of this fence would have got caught in the teeth and it just wouldn't have unloaded into the trailer. So I went with the hay spear option. It maybe took a few minutes longer, but I didn't have to like wrestle anything. We're gonna dig a hole here and bury all of the charcoal and ash that's left over. All right, the hole I dug, it's all covered up now. I put the topsoil on last, tried to spread it all out. And you can see I ended up bringing home a fertilizer spreader. So that's what we're gonna be doing here in a little bit, is we're gonna try to spread all this out on our fields.
And look what we have. Huh, babies? Oh my goodness. So here is our first little lamb. Look how sweet. How sweet. And it is a boy. We got a boy. I bet you're a girl because you're squirmier. The girls are always squirmier and noisier. One girl. One boy. Yeah.
So today we're going to be clearing trees here along the driveway. We're going to be pulling out the small trees. We're going to be cutting down some of the bigger trees, and we're going to take all the limbs and we're going to try to run those through the wood chipper, save all the big pieces for firewood. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and gather up my tools. We're gonna head over there and hopefully get these trailer frames moved today. So here's the two trailer frames, and they are still connected right through here down the middle. We'll just saw those apart, see if we can get them separated. All right, I got it underneath the trailer. Now the trick is getting it attached. All right, I got the beam under the trailer. I've got it held down with some big lag screws on each side of the I-beam. And then under here, you can see I've got it sitting on the running gear axle. I've got it strapped down with some ratchet straps. And we're gonna work here along the driveway. We're gonna cut out all of these trees in this old fence line right here. We're gonna take out all the ones that I don't wanna keep. There's gonna be probably, 8 trees or so along here that stay, and the rest of these are coming out. Well, even though it ended up falling, when I wasn't expecting it. I was just getting ready to just cut it a little bit more right when it started to break. And then of course I didn't have, I didn't realize I had a stump behind me. I ended up tripping on that stump. All right, I am glad that is done. So where we're located here in southeastern Illinois, we just happen to be right in the path of the solar eclipse.
Oh my gosh, look! Look without your glasses.
Well, it's definitely like nighttime out here. You can see stars in the sky. We can see where the sun is. There's the sun right there. It looks like a complete halo circle. You see her, everybody's excited. It is crazy. Supposedly you can see a planet up there as well. But it's not going to last but another few seconds or a minute. It's going to start getting light again.
Yeah, look at the light coming across.
It's gonna start getting brighter on that bottom corner. Yep, there it comes. The sun is coming back out. As soon as the sun started popping out, it was probably less than 30 seconds and it's already starting to seem like daylight out here. All right, I've got the pipe brace all welded out. All right, I just finished up welding this midline brace. I think it turned out exactly the way I wanted it. So here in the pig pen, right between this big old tulip tree, that thing is huge, probably 3.5 foot diameter tree. And then we got a hackberry. There is this old well that is here. It's a shallow dug well.
That's crazy. It's not very deep.
No, it's not. What do you think? 10 feet maybe?
Unless it's full of water. Yep. Those are some big rocks going down there. Huge stones. Those would be so expensive today.
That's cool. I wonder how much farther it goes down from the water level.
I don't know if you can really see how big those stones are.
So we just finished up. We got all of the pipe in the ground that we're using for fence posts. So Rebecca said today was hog hauling day. We're gonna go get our feeder pigs for this year. Oh, we got one. So watch your head. Pretty good sized pigs. Just to clarify, that does not hurt the pigs. That is just them, you know,
Natural reaction.
That's just how they react. So last week I quit my job and now I am officially a full-time YouTuber. So this was one of the toughest decisions that I've ever had to make. To leave my full-time job, which I had worked at for the last 20 years, but to leave all of that behind and to become self-employed basically, right? Work for yourself, be your own boss. That was a scary decision to be able to make that transition. All right, we got the livestock trailer hooked up because today we're getting feeder steers. Hi, boys.
There they go.
So here's where it's tied off to the midline brace, and as we look down the fence, let me zoom in. Can you see that double dip up and down? But still, it's not tied to the T-posts, but man, that still just looks good, I think. I'm pretty happy with the way this has turned out so far, that's for sure. So we're standing out here in our front 12 acres, and this is an annual forage mix that I planted 6.5 weeks ago for summer grazing. And we are hoping to finish the loading chute here on the corral build.
Yep.
I think
The
I hit
hole's filling. It's filling. You hit the water line. It's just getting colder.
Oh! I gotta turn the water off at the meter. Pretty good. All right, there you go. There's a bad piece of pipe. Now the trick is to try to get it to fit in between where we cut out. This is not very flexible pipe. All right, I just finished up. I got all the boards on the loading chute, and I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. So it just slightly gets narrower as it gets to the end here. And then of course you're gonna turn and go right in the trailer. All right, we got all the boards put on the fence here. So far, I think this has turned out perfect. Make room for the others. So today we're gonna cut this sorghum Sudan grass. I planted this 2.5, 3 months ago, and we're going to try to bale it up into silage bales. This will be the first time that I've ever attempted to do this. Well, I jammed the pickup full. Probably the worst clog I think I've ever had on this machine. Come on. There she goes. Well, you slide that axle out, and then all of the discs and the spacers, they just fall out on the ground. So today is pasture planting day. I'm going to start installing a new solar power system. Now this is going to be a budget build. It's going to be a cost-effective way to be able to add solar and battery backup to your property or to your house. 3,170 watts of solar coming in, and that is charging the batteries and powering the loads right now. All right, I just finished up the roof. So the structure of the hay feeder, that's complete now. So the next thing to work on is going to be the high use area around the hay feeder. Just like that. So today we're gonna start extending this gravel all the way over to the fence. So I need to take off this topsoil and haul it off. And we are going to pour the concrete pad that is inside this covered fence line hay feeder that we're building. All right, I've got the first feeder panel all laid out and welded together.
It's not gonna fit.
No, it's gonna fit. There. Just a snug fit.
Watch out, Maya. Cows came for it. Maya likes it, so.
Okay. Oh, it's getting tight. Okay. So that wasn't everything that happened this year. We had a total of 122 videos this year, and those are long form videos. Those aren't short ones. And that's quite a bit. That's an average of a video every 3 days the entire year. And there's just way too much there to include, but I do feel like we got quite a bit done. We may not got done all of the goals and everything we set out to do, but I do feel like we accomplished quite a bit. And that's probably what the next video will be about. We'll probably cover the goals for next year and everything we have planned, and we'll probably go back and look at what we did this year and kind of judge ourselves on how well we did on our goals. But I think that's going to be it for this video, so I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.